Most of these out here just mad over women that they wish that they had. Never come around and get a taste of this living. You'll get addicted. I was broke too, but somehow I managed to fix it. Run around chatting about me and gon' make a always with different. I guess the don't trust you. You belong in the sewer. Somebody should flush you. Nice and comfortable until the medics gotta rush you. Blocks I had to cut through there. It get hazardous. That an all-time high. That ain't the half of it. Trying to add it up in my head, but ain't no math with it. Get next to try to grab a pic. Now they on some rapper. It's nasty. I ain't asked for this. I was just authentic with it. 95 South and a Sprinter with it. Try to get next to you. Usually if they could benefit it. Passionate dog. I need my kids to feel it. That's why I'm up early. Kids that get you stuck early. A long way from all that. Used to lose and then I found out how they hate a winner. Come out them, they pay for dinner. Word.
Welcome, everyone. Let's get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Along with Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. Hall of Famer David Aldridge will be joining us from the sidelines moments from now. In this matchup with the Hawks, it's their first meeting of the season. They lost both of the matchups in this interconference battle a season ago. They like to change that now.
Yeah, and last year it didn't matter whether it was on the home or on the road. They failed to take a game from either of the two meetings.
Yeah, real disappointment last year for sure. They don't want a repeat of that this season. For a center, he's maybe undersized, but his ability to get in the air to make a play balances that out.
Harper, no good. And it's the Hawks' ball. You know, Greg, thinking back to the glory days in Utah, they went to back-to-back finals in 97 and 98.
Unfortunately, though, Kevin, that Stockton-Malone era, they just couldn't overcome the dynastic Bulls. The Jazz still searching for that first NBA title.
Second team foul.
Utah with the ball. Here's Harper. Score the basket. Nice shot after missing his first attempt.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
Here is Daniels. And a wide open look for Whitmore. Connects from three-point range.
Good awareness from Daniels there to read the floor and see the ready scorer.
Right side, Harper. Here's Johnson. Utah getting another chance here. Pass to Williams. Up and in on the layup. Williams has got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Here is Daniels. 6 on the shot clock. Count that one.
Well, this offense is off to an outstanding start. They're communicating, executing, and finding great shots.
Outside Harper. And Harper shines it in.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Pass to Okongwu. Harper with the steal. It's Williams with the drive. And there's the call. It'll go on Cody Williams. That's his first foul.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
Now Daniels. Back to Okongwu. Good, nice job down low.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
Outside Harper. Pass to Hayes. And here is Johnson. Clock at 6. Lays it up off the glass.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Driving in. And Whitmore throws it down.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
The shot by Okongwu, no good. Utah trailing here. Pass to Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
My goodness, he is such a great dunker.
Greg, a high riser, no doubt about it.
Harper. That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Daniels with it. To the middle. There's a screen. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And Whitmore throws it down.
Pushing the action, getting others involved. He does it time and time again.
Yeah, when you're moving the ball like that, it just keeps everyone engaged in the game.
1:35 left in the first quarter. And here's Daniels. Here's Okongwu.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two. But really just a great play to sacrifice his body and take the charge.
First team foul.
Here's Daniels. Pass to Whitmore. Again, the Hawks good for 2.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
And it's Johnson with the jam.
Yeah, plenty of power behind that move from Johnson.
59 seconds left in the first. Smith outside. Back to Daniels. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. Five to shoot. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. And it's Whitmore missing.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Williams with the block. And he recovers it. Williams looking around. Goes back up. The Jazz need to get off a shot here. Rebound by the Hawks. Now Daniels. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Boy, both teams racking up the points to start this game.
Yeah, and I'm sure both coaches would like to see more defensive intensity from their teams.
The scoring fast and furious as we end the first quarter. Hawks lead by 4. From the Delta Center, it's the NBA. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment now to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for the Hawks.
I have to applaud their ball movement. They're moving the ball around, finding the best looks they can, and keeping everyone involved.
And so far, just a great job forcing turnovers and creating opportunities in the open floor. The defense at the heart of that.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, coming out of high school at 6'0", Derek White didn't receive any full scholarship offers. He says it was humbling, but it drove me to get better. Each time you have the doubters, you just put a little chip on your shoulder. The 29th pick overall in 2017, he's come a long way. Kevin, those chips are still there.
You're so right, David. Thanks. He's become a heck of a player. Today's point guards, so many different types that can be effective.
And there's a lot more freedom for point guards to kind of explore the parameters of their game. Sometimes it's steadying an offense, other times it's to ignite it. Finding a little rhythm here that they have to like where they're at.
Yeah, you're seeing their offense in a flow. Now it's time for their defense to turn up the heat a little bit.
Harper's shot is good.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
And that's foul number 2. Maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
On defense, the Jazz. They trail by 6. Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. Daniels from outside.
Well, that is stifling coverage on the perimeter. That's how you stop a good shooter in his tracks.
Left side, Williams. Pass to Johnson. 4 on the shot clock. Hayes down low. And Hayes throws it down.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
Okongwu a screen. Pass to Whitmore. In transition, here come the Jazz. And the basket by Bailey.
And that's such good work to make this a one-possession game. Terrific steal to get it all started.
And Daniels up top. He's got 8 to the inside. Okongwu kept alive. Out to Smith. Now Daniels. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Yes, and it's Smith with the assist that time. Daniels has got 6 in the quarter.
And for Daniels, that's a comfortable range for him. And he's big enough that he can shoot over the top of the defense.
Outside Williams. Down low. Johnson outside. And he gets it to go. Johnson's got 6 points. The Hawks leading. Daniels with it. 10 points for him. It's good. Now he's shooting 6 for 7.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games. Great find. Leading his teammate right to the bucket.
Here's the Hawks with the ball. After this one, they're off to Sacramento to take on the Kings. And they're playing through a string of road games. That will be game 5 of the 6 on the road. A tight game here in Utah. To the paint. Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play. Now, this hasn't been his quarter so far. He's really struggling to get going.
And that one's good. Daniels.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And it's Hayes in the corner. Johnson surveying the floor. And stolen by Whitmore. And now in transition, here's Williams. Here we go. And it's off from three-point range. Jazz trailed by 6. Here's Bailey. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. And so it's Atlanta with it. Pass to Whitmore. 56 seconds left here in the second. Back to Daniels. Here's Whitmore. It's Williams, high post. Just 5 on the clock. Daniels with it. Beyond the arc. Rebound by Johnson.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Inside. And then Smith with the dunk.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the block.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Outside Williams. 11 seconds left in the first half of basketball. The layup off target. Outside Williams. There's the screen. Good if it goes. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's Atlanta with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. Back right after this. Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. Here's Foster. And it's Foster finishing it off.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
Terrific play call to give him a clean look at the rim. That's how you want to start the second half.
Yeah, I like how they're establishing their interior presence right away. That's going to collapse the defense and create other opportunities.
And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his first foul.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Here's Foster. Pass to Reddish. They set the pick. 6 to shoot. Now Foster. Here's the 3. It's good from long range. Foster's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
And you're asking for more trouble than you can handle if you're going to let him just roam free from beyond the arc.
Driving the lane. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Stan, I've always admired you. Come from a coaching family. Was there a point growing up you knew you wanted to be a coach?
Yeah, I loved being around the game. And so 2 things happened that drove me into coaching. Number 1, I loved baseball and I couldn't hit one. So that was out. And I wasn't a good enough basketball player to go on that way. So if I wanted to stay involved in the game, that's when I knew I wanted to be a coach.
But your dad had a little bit of that in his background. I say in a little kind of tongue-in-cheek, right? He was a guy that led the way and you were interested.
Yeah, my dad coached for over 40 years, and I think he had a great passion for it and always used to tell us that he never actually felt like he worked a day in his life. He loved it so much.
Following in his footsteps, terrific story.
Well, probably a little draft in the arena tonight. He's the last guy you expect to miss the mark by that much.
Absolutely. Now, here's Nwaba. Pass to Foster. Shot clock at 5. And here's Reddish. His three-pointers off the mark. Here's Collier. Utah moving it around. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Now that's what I call a momentum changer.
When you've got a point guard, that kind of spring, out of the rafters, he punched it in.
Are you kidding me?
He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in, build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime.
Second team foul.
Jazz trailed by 10. Over to the wing. Pass to Walsh. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It goes on Mohamed Bamba. The Jazz shooting their 4th attempt at the free throw line right here.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great, about 77% as a team.
A shot by Reddish, no good. So it's the Jazz now. Here's Crowther. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint. Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, there's nothing easy on offense. Coaches love seeing that kind of hustle on the defensive end.
Not the kind of aggressive defense they need to cut into the lead.
Yeah, you have to protect the rim, Greg, a little better.
Yeah, I'd consider calling timeout right away after that one. The defense has to be better there.
How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam.
Whoa, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Jazz trailed by 8. To the paint. And dunk to finish it off. Beauty.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? And it's blocked. And so it looks like the Hawks will retain possession here. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Now Nwaba. 9 points in the game so far. 5 on the clock. Pulls it up. And it's wide right. It's off the rim. Ball stolen. Here's Crowther. No good on the triple. The Hawks leading by 6. Launches the 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Foster's got 9 points now in the quarter.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Nwaba gets the bucket.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
White with it. Scoreless thus far. Pass to Strother. Clock at 6. To the middle. Nice move. Bamba with the block.
The main weapon in Bamba's attack, the slender long arms he possesses, helps him block lots of shots. He's going to put that one in his scrapbook. Insane dunk.
And now they're starting to rub it in. Build up a lead, and here we go, baby. It is showtime. And the foul called on Isaiah Collier. That's his third foul of the game.
Substitution on the court.
Atlanta leading by 12. To the wing right side. Nwaba gets the three-pointer to fall. Nwaba's got 15 points in just the second half. Stolen. Fast break for Hawks. Here's Foster. 11 points in the game. And it's Osman missing. And so it's the Atlanta Hawks. Their lead at 15 going into the break. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far. And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Jazz trailed by 15. Pass to Hayes. Here's Bailey. And he makes it look easy. Dunking it hard with one hand.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Good on the three-point shot. Reddish has got himself on the board with 3 there.
He is cold-blooded. Drops the dagger. Piles on to what was already a big lead.
And defensively, that kind of effort is just not going to cut it.
And the basket by Johnson.
Both teams running perimeter-oriented plays that are working.
Well, you know it's become a three-point shooting league. Teams shooting a steady diet from outside.
And the basket by Bailey.
Well, he's done his part. No doubt about it. Still yet to miss in the game.
Ashton Nwaba from deep. Utah with the rebound.
They've been the better rebounding team by a healthy margin, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Bailey, guarded by Reddish. Here's Bailey. Trying to get open is Johnson. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Jazz. Pass to Reddish. Fires from deep. The Hawks again can't hit. And it's the Jazz's ball. It's been 8 unanswered points for them.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
Yeah, you know, I like how they're not relying on just one guy to get it done. They're sharing the ball and keeping the defense guessing.
And the game of basketball is one of runs, and right now this one's definitely not over.
Here's Bailey. There he goes again. That's his 9th straight basket. He's a perfect 9 for 9.
Well, there's no question he's carrying the load in this quarter, but he's going to need some help.
And it's Jalen Johnson with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. First team foul. Substitution.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. And here's Daniels. Shot clock at 6. From outside the arc. Johnson with the rebound. So it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Utah. 6-point game.
Great to see things coming together for Daniels offensively. He's found a good flow here.
Outside Williams. Over in the corner, Williams. Smith outside. It's stolen by Johnson. Here's Bailey. And it's Whitmore with the rebound. Harper with the steal. And the basket by Bailey. Bailey's got 13 points in the second half.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Second team foul.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. And that one's good. Daniels.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Count it.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yeah, in hopes that your opponent is just going to go cold. That's not going to happen, it doesn't look like in this one. This might go down to whoever has the last possession.
Now, here's Harper. Johnson left side. Over in the corner, Williams. Johnson the screen. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Here's Harper, and it's Utah's ball. They're on a 16-7 run. Pass to Bailey. And here is Johnson, covered by Smith, to the inside.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, we'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
Here's Bailey. Good. Great play by Williams to set it up. And now just a 2-point Atlanta lead. Williams attacking. Smith outside. Pass to Daniel. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, Daniels is a tall guard. He can get up with the best of them.
First team foul.
They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that. That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach... breathed a huge sigh of relief.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Now Daniels. Down low. Got it.
Well, Daniels has good length, so this close in, he can use that to his advantage.
Here's Harper. Rebound by Smith. So it's the Hawks now. At one point, they led by 16. Pass to Daniel. Three-pointer. Rebound, Utah. There's 18 seconds left to play here in the fourth.
Tossing a pass to the interior. That's what you want to do. Get into the paint.
And now we've got the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And so he drops them both. It's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
Pass to Bailey. From the arc. That one misses. And so it's the Hawks who come.